candidates they are likely to win elections. They might make doubt the credibility of that economy intelligence more research on the Bible. And there are so many dynamics that go into research: economic issues, social issues, and political issues. The posture of the leader, or man, so let's turn one by one. Politically, yes, Nana Akufo-Addo, leader be our leadership star. You are transformational leader. You are servant leader, and you are great man leader. Also, great man leader now. Some people like which they offer Bukaza Monone, Emperor Bukaza, Central African Republic, any Idi Amin Dada, or maybe to great man theory. But your democratic leader this one, or you see that particular great man theory, or no can be here. Issue now, I can say cover will be a own candy. I never come who with any amount of money, me observe, my observer for an artist. Style of leadership in the sense. So, condemn no, even journalists who try to write against them, you be out to you here. Oh, yeah, Sama, person will be added to a view on your country. You will be a way to be journalists. A problem for 450. It's in Selma, oh, yeah, the ombre trap on the Bemo amending way. Now, opposite the DIA, that it's not going to inure to your benefits as a leader. If you don't know people are the leadership start doing, yes, a lot of journalists have been intimidated for expressing their view. Of course, there are a lot of reckless journalists in Ghana. There are a lot of reckless journalists in Ghana who are receiving, spewing garbage in air. But we are leaders, so we trust and our man can't never pass a backfire. A whole lot of things. The style of leadership, dear, whatever they are demanded. Now, so come from Kobo, sure, or Mampany for say, because it could cost. At where we could be now, where the Assembly for Wakabe was you by when Padin could go to Nigan Scapa, Dabo, Ubia. Funny now, before I was young, those kind of because it's a main Ghana for your side to say, yeah, bar over leadership, you have to give people chance to speak. The more people are speaking, the more you can solicit to your political party, even within NDC, intra-party politics, there have been some allegations that, Alan of Fan, you are perceived to be an opponent, even within the same entity, and that is not healthy for the organizational success. It's a normal internal democracy. So, political aspect, it means that the leadership style of Akufo-Addo can contribute to the defeat of incumbents, but elections. I mean, it means that the force of Akufo-Addo can also make it of course NDC to win that particular election. In the political side, we don't say Akufo-Addo on the Sonelema we or listen to and propose some work. And one of the GT interview the friend and President Adaya Romano will be supposed to inform what the question. But also the psychology of question now, we can still say the presenter was coercing for something. What is so underneath wrong to the reporter that Rome wasn't just the day. Fan guarantee a report. The president is two and amongst a reporter, exactly. And then in the meeting one and more, I think he has 2 years ahead of us in the 2020 election. It is not funny. And economic issue. It's an economic issue globally. The economy is heading to a tailspin because of COVID-19 emergencies and coupled with the Russian-Ukraine war. And there's another war looming in China versus Taiwan. And the number global market now, every economy has been affected. It's gas power, not American gas power, American blue by the United States. 36. American 36 per liter. So all those, ever affecting the impact of the conduct population, economics of a few years here, any greater effect on the local economy, is likely to affect the outcome of the election. And social issue, and then social issue, I was talking about social intervention. Yes, I keep on saying to create is a very good policy. Make sure I have to be at Ghana way and then modern Ghana and my girl online. I said the policy was essential, but not sustainable. Essential, all right, yeah, because you now before your headmasters for secondary school. For most of the are ready, you remember secondary school for more Eastern region. Or yeah, we get 1 of BC. When to mean from the Ukraine, the number of secondary school created. Teacher for Brokubi. There's then a cognitive affective and psychomotor domain. So if you are teaching child the Diana, it's a sub domain in IED because we'll be over manner. Book is so only there. Obey the no appearance to see. Not as a cognitive domain, matter. Obiso have good know the manner or never manner. Runs, strong point to a fancy, obey me. Obiso or passionate or Tindi, what they call Bibi home, a for organizational, and also put to me and force. After I get a teaching our uncle grammar school, long court now because of 3 80. One, I'm yet to see a country in the world where we have everybody working in office. We get what do you call it? It's theoretically that kind of this thing is not workable. It's not workable anywhere. It's a 3 80. Yeah, the amendment because we can't say here. Chapter point here, but probably here the to begin 25 to next $3. Now I have to and probably motivation with ever primary almost here. But when you think we say you man say you because I can have big motivation for studying. And then the teachers no clear thing that the records and quality to be able to catch and say, because we go to the Java 7 of the MCP. Among me free. So those social interventions.
Okay.
And Father bigotry can be eroded from all.
Doc, Simami, why? Simami,
okay, Nisi. Yes, we tribalism is Ghanaian African politics. Yes, we am so tribalism. Country. So EIU reports are not discarding outside, but I'm also not saying no plan but I want to know the method that they use so that I will say here or the so that is what I have to say that the
Sure. May I say, Dr. Nana say, Minnesota, Santa Medica, Kayano, other phone feed Yenintino, Faka Ubiano, you to me, and Sakao. And that year, thanks to technology, it is very, very important in life of Mrs. Yana. Unam Nase, will gadget and count one, they just say, what to see. It meant to us so, make call a chair as Safo Akaho. Nana, Dr. Nana Yao, me patch of with you, Mammy Kakrawai, Dr. Nana.
What's the main
yeah, it's just a committee one cap, yeah. EIU report, until Yentu.
Midawat also, classmate at the Dr. William Junior, and my former cameras in America, who be my advice is school I'm so school area and I treat ready so I think yeah Casavanti Sally we are city in Mamuna Mapama. Share Ghana and most importantly Africa. We rely 100% on knowledge and wisdom. That is why we have problems in Africa, and most importantly, Ghana is arts. Knowledge, upon can mess your life because knowledge will be like impact knowledge. But wisdom, I'm going to base my argument on knowledge and wisdom, not only knowledge. EIU. I don't know where the report to me, I just don't want to criticize them because of their level of knowing what they did. But my main question is, my country will program super big, and I'm emphasizing and the former president now, no minority no, and over running against the ruling government now, that man will never win elections in Ghana again. Mark my word. That former president is not a case. I'm facing emphasis on my wisdom and my belief in the Lord. When you mean the 4-letter words, na ayemre time ye ko potokasema onyame betime office obi ko bokro no a nyame time na senko bani ekunu be obi timi ko bokro no ekum obi e de niam no ko but one day obakwa ko bokro no ne ekunu niam wenye ni na na ayekwa sana nyame ye na dima that so EIU I say the minority between against power. I don't have any doubt. But if you are bringing that former president, he will not win elections in Ghana ever. Mark this. And I don't know how they base their argument. And I'm not going to condemn them. Maybe they will bring another case to challenge the ruling government. When that happens, there is probability say either than that, and the American my voice will elections in 2024. And so you will come and say, but I'm telling you, say, we are saying, in a different perspective, different directions. I will be a cool. Obu ho wa bonu wa favor the obey leader enti dey be body fight with the show oba we say that's 5 personalities with 2 women unyame abo leaders and they will come to be leaders omu come so accept not David wo here yakofa no David krana ni yam yes ya papa for but they went to bring David enti so wo mo bet me kasa we hu ntakra so wo mo bet me awani a fine. I will not challenge it. But I'm telling you, sir, if they had come out in 3 areas, because this week now in Nika, but baby, basic emphasis. So we are highlight it. But almost say, sir, former president, then I will challenge their statistics. Minority between away, unless they come out with a different personality. So, then I'll back that idea.
Okay.
And yes, idea, the American one said with Maka. I don't hate.
Okay.
But when I'm in Rasso, I'm a minority will stay back for years. Like market. Okay. That's how I.
So, me does say a chair as a faka, Upesa Wumpu, the Codintia, the Omo Basty, Sa, Pose, no. Pacho, Dr. Nanea, Miss Rowa, which you did you hop up on Pacho, Udi Wufono, and as a Fidiano.
Oh, sir.
Yeah. Fatu mute, mommy. It's I said, yeah, didn't okay, me that say. A doctor for some kind and in crime. Now, it's just a come, I mean, you know, hike it away be the baseline economic hardship and I face debt restructuring, poor governance, and then did you crime near and work account, based on all these factors, they went round and then be asked post, the SS unopposed. Some can be say
okay,
electronic and some are also personal. Most of them are personal. They go around and ask.
Okay. Thank you very much. What can be big? And so let me also emphasize on topics now. What can?
Yeah.
Obia me, you come to America. economic crisis is not only Ghana. Let's be realistic. Even some minority now are EIU for SA. We again power. So economic crisis is solution problem. And yet, to the Frada no more eka. And dear no more media person. Mammy one china. Woman minority because we front runner. It makes some here. I'm not going to call anybody for a front runner because the woman and I cannot. You marry that. And you know, economy no. And dear no more put this in place. You say money back. Security. Some are not previous government or some minority more Ghana. Security, they are not Ghana. See, you can't go. We are very careful. My swap or my Ghana and Kobono because we will be a to the product as one of us and for Mukano. Yet, your press conferences are some minority for the year. Yes, stop. What's our press conferences? A bit we have to start Ghana. What to call you and then America. Let me tell you. The current government, I don't believe in political parties. And I'm not talking for any political party, but I'm talking about leadership. Who took you in America? In Ghana, the Ghana, I could see the echoes of Ghana. So who share even when it comes to more media, liberalized media in Ghana, I can contribute to say the current government, they've done better than the previous government. Look, Ghana, the same about personality be no the towel is good in the comb, no big radio, so stop with me on my atom, a broke out with here, that personality, you can really buy, not sure for panel, Papa, your tear could not say. So when you actually cry now, because of the culture, Papa no, will be just savvy, no, he has got power. What are you going to do? But the man has been able to tolerate all kinds of nonsense from the media. And this year, you share media, you share security in Ghana. The current government is doing better than the previous government. What did they do to protect even media men? So what kind of majority was when it comes to giving the people the will to talk? No President Kufuor was there. People were able to even insult him, and the man never uttered the word. Look at the previous president. Let's be very careful. More media for Syria. When I'm share on my Ghana, because we share African countries it's because of you media personality. Some of you are liars. I'm sorry to say that word. Some of you, currently, Ghana and now the whole world go through from the previous government. So we shall and the woman person and the sarcasm and they can lie to cry. We do free. Marital be more free. But with the crisis, you have light in Ghana.
Okay, sure.
Don't let us be hypocrites.
All right.
Hypocrite.
Sure.
No media for EIU, whatever you think of, be very careful and be on the right track. And yes, sir, most radio station
sure. Meda say a chair as for a car, I don't know, yeah, to also send a medical car, yeah, you a nipa, Memphis, my bidger for Mino Ginger, Jumedi, na Ubia, Echana, Yansan, in your back for them, send Ubia on Adecro, or so, when Ubia Becca. EIU report on H-ray about the economic hardship I face on debt structuring and then poor governance also say crime so so that is what they based their post on upon. They went round and asked send a post echo to me what did he think about this EIU report what for
Daddy K.
Yentie way maninko. Shawum no mami what? We say no yeah. Right. And 1 minute chum what you say Dr. Krati here. Maninko over. 10
10. Okay. Thank you very much. We dey me chia na me co-panelists and I me chia that became the economic for intelligence unit on my report like as we were saying, before that became report to the ban say look at certain indicators, certain things here say bia yeto abama na oba aban mu a duma esesa ubedi what they say ebedi ma oman no de sum oman no eno na ye hwe omobet look at those indicators no mo dia edi omo report about based on that, and those reports and like you were mentioning they look at the 5 thematic areas of governance. Aban bia oba aban mu a eno na omo de be access so ahwe se why ni year na se oba ye no wa ba be say dia o predecessor no eja to kwa ma no enti ba ko ye economy like you were mentioning, education, employment, health and security. These are the 5 thematic areas of governance aban bia oba ye de be access so the economic intelligence unit will assess it with it. The country in which we live in it, the citizenry will assess it with it and see why one body and I say body. And to that case, some areas looking at. And you know debt research in the account. And today bother by the economy. That is the case looking at the economy now. They based on say high economic hardship over the abeto or minus, so like they have brought hard economic hardship, and it is very true that the case this economic hardship it is characterized by what we have high inflation. What they are saying that the case it is characterized by high inflation, depreciation of the cedi, that is the exchange rate, debt to GDP, employment in the so what they are saying. And no my candy now, but my really after saying next year now these indicators, and then the best say, oh, what about homebody and as oh, I could do by there or more homebody. Now depreciation, like high exchange rate, which I'm saying is characterized by the high inflation rate. That's the case. Almost before MPP take over, now inflation was 17%. What they are saying? Echo do 17%. Now almost 17% in a year. And the Ghana want to abamo no mumrambeji Ghana enye the year. And to that the case, what about Bemwa? Now 17%. What do you think that? What do you expect? Yeah, extraordinary no share say in Calbe reducing. What you say? About be 15 and now say 10. That the case, yes, sir. That's just why you what about homebody. And this already 17% no criteria. Everybody will ask you to resign. But that until 17% move. I move from 17 for 54.1. And I call 54.3. And then 45 and 45. Inflation no that the case. And you compare to 17 now, move take you over now, move deep to new say abandon what do you call it? Incompetent. Measure 17 to 54 and then 45. They are for 45. What adjective shall we use to qualify you? Let's say somebody what you say. It is not. These are not the economic this is normal you to that you came back on. 2, depreciation of the cedi or the exchange rate. When your fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. You can do all the propaganda that you want, but when your fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. This is about Umia's West. Somewhere they can't orchestrate Ghana 40 and 2 about. Now the exchange rate it was 3.9 when NDC were leaving government. And then I move for 15. That is case. Oh, I say this car. Maybe I'm in a BD at all because me NDC. I could do 15 to $1. And I see about 13. And then I'm 12. Almost 11 to 12. That is case. Share depreciation rate, Now, tell me today, say 3.9, any and that 12 no dear hina ye dear hina be ma Ghana for hu be hi ha mu dear hina be ma Ghana for hu be ko ahutirem. It is this one the buana. This is what they are saying. That is why in Kofoko Joma omuntimi nto ndema. What he has said, goods and services have risen. It has doubled, tripled, and quadrupled. All sellers make a job. It's a malata inka baomianka so called malata job. Some almost 2016 opposition. Malata job na no ye ne market pa etuto tomatoes ni ne oni ne yiri samira baomia no afa no normal ko malata normal ko ye. And then ka onko no hwe. Malata man omo be chesu no omo bu no. I'm telling you, Kwembra. Because omo we so ye da for your proper kata. So what you say? The people are suffering because of this. The dollar 3.9. You see, when your fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate with us, you can do all the propaganda that you want. Today, you're saying a Koya could do 15. What you say? These are some of the things that the people have sat down and they are doing it. You do that, then you just oppose it to when they were in opposition, how it was. And I make a no. What you say? Now they come to a debt to GDP. The total debt from Kwame Nkrumah to before Mahama Fia, but now 120 billion. To Kwame Nkrumah, Mahama Dia will about 90 something billion. What you say? And then look at the total debt you know, 600 billion, 500% increment within the period of 7 years. And 120 in that decade, now you had the whole 1957 to 2016 when they were taking over. Your friend Mahama saw you incompetent because he has borrowed recklessly, he has borrowed whatever. You use all the words. When we come, we shan't borrow. I work in Bank of Ghana. Simply because when he borrow, data bank makes profit from the taxpayer. He's making profit from the taxpayer. The quantum of money I was making from the taxpayer. And this man is still working out free. This man is supposed to face this. How can you use your government to reap from the taxpayer? When is that you can look like a crime? You see the whole thing now. These are some of the things. 600 billion. Now you are that you can put here. Almost a loan, 710 million. May what there? Dollars. I come back now and say, I'm approve. NDC need be anyone approve that loan. MPP for the Yinasani, Yankoji. What Obia who are Minamu? What are two Amrano? Obia who damn who start two Amrana community. Then you can see the whole thing now. These are some of the things that the people have looked at and they are talking about it. And this is very clear. What they are here. And young employment. That before I see about NDC, I'm incompetent. Unemployment rate now 5.4 and they are 13.4 by statistical service. Me quote a metro by BFE. Statistical service 2022 statistical service ready by a 13.4 unemployment. Let's just say a double. Let's just say Mahama time now so incompetent. Now 5.4 that is only 5.4 13.4 compared there in a Ghana for some 5.4 no. What you say? It is situation that say yembra security no that the case. You compare Mahama time yes in your crown that the case. Now you kum nipa basa journalists with yani I bet you and I bet you we can be about the government. The government is trying to use last Mikanoa and that is it. The leadership style, I hear Dr. saying, giving him a leadership style, but to be honest with you, let's try to be objective. Akufo-Addo is only using two types of leadership style. He's using autocratic. He's an autocratic leader and a laissez-faire leader. Laissez-faire means allow them to do whatever they want. A leadership style, but it's in French. Because you are using a laissez-faire type. And you just say, allow anybody to do whatever they want without being punished. What you say? If you combine the two, anything that the ministers need to be on TV for more. So Akufo-Addo is using two types of leadership style. Under the Fourth Republic, me as I was growing up, Mahama, Rollins 1 and 2. Rollins was a charismatic leader.
Okay, sure.
Kufuor 1 and 2. Kufuor was a charismatic leader.
Women, yeah, drop mommy, yeah.
And they are 30 seconds, okay. Etidadike, Akufo, Mahama, and Atamil, they were all charismatic leaders. Akufo-Addo is using, he's an autocratic leader and a laissez-faire practice. Two types of leadership, no you. Etidadike, Mr. Meapono, and Yama Mabuba Winano, and Nunankofona accessing Oman who said no. The NDC time, no, it was better because all the indicators are showing. Before no mo say no. Say the to na NDC breno yeah now this time the situation in here etin ankofo no breno ugo bi say obi obeka so importers no that okay. Mahama time we contain 100,000 and there 400 500,000. Okay. We driver auto petrol 14 Ghana cedis and there 60. A gallon, a liter of gallon.
Okay,
what fire? What fire? Okay. Debbie. Come on. Me, 33 seconds. Daddy, report NDC is winning election 2024. Report correct 100%.
But what fire there yet what fire ya offers Dr. Kwapa offers and that never can be a demand yet you bet was answer me call Dr. Kwapa Dr. Kwapa on so the need yebeba me chame hwa sisi na yet was so said you may insanity idea where you can yes you gotta have the passion to do this and this idea we need any probable to be as and sentiano and you back there can be said.
Presents the finest range of Ghanaian spices. Samina spices will make your meals complete.
We are Ghanaian na African what's America and Canada. Aya o contact do efie duane na efie niema na so nye bie. Etwetwa if say wunti na Destiny International Market for African Caribbean Foods and Fabrics aba. What the efie niane ahodo ene ntade bebre aba ne boso da fompa. What the banchini body, mankani, brobeni contemporary, ebromore, banchimore, bayire, and if you near Nibri, aba nibo suda fompa. Our spices are huro to say, brekese, nutmeg, arediaba, hintia, alligator pepper, konsusa, meko, meswa, enkuto, momoni, kobi, kako, akwabi, tuna fish, akoso mwajune, salmon, where do you fear dear pa? What the African design tadia papa, a mani mama dear. What need be about Destiny International Market for African and Caribbean Foods and Fabrics are. Ubenya biatra, room fifi biumkura. And untisa wa America na Canada. Na ukwado fienta dia na fienia niya huro nibibia. Called Destiny International Market for African Caribbean Foods and Fabrics. Ewa Atlanta, Georgia. Store number 770-559-3037. Na benya ni nebi. Fred Destiny International Market for African Caribbean Foods and Fabrics. Ewa cell phone so 404-916-2835. One address here 3153 Sugarloaf Parkway, Lawrenceville, Georgia 30045, Suite 109. Destiny International Market for African Caribbean Foods and Fabric. Yen hadye eksenya wo fie na.
Asampayetia Obayansa foso wo munye wanka na asam Zema futu sam kakre wa asopeme my woman, oh many mana, Yenny baby, watch out, I warren. One nipa, as I did power of you, Demo Embera, Ebeya, oh my woman, oh my mana, Hadi no Yamita.
Remember, we for you there, say, Aqua, be my year 2020, so me call. Doc will break the 8 any EIU reporter Abe Yesomu saying all the incumbent and as a ruling government to be an say yeah the report to polls report eba ya kebi bi obi engineer until say emrenanga sabeso until Doc.
Yeah, the theme of 2024 election will be source of Doomso and back to Doomso. That is what it's going to be. With that, nobody can defeat us. I am a definite warfare. Afraid the whole year Kufuor record to the other comedian. Kufuor at Yakuyanusu NPP. Now inflation was about 9%. In the other country, 17%. You have no free education. Literacy rate was about 60% under Mahama. You know, Kufuor put almost 250,000 kids in school. So now Nanaya can say that, well, they are Yaduko Shesku. Let me tell you, Nanaya, Dr. Abichu, Ebia only the same age, but I never sent no education minister. He has run schools over here for years. Dr. Abichu is the one who, for the first time in Ghana's history, was introduced to STEM. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics, our neighbor. One vocational line, high school. Uko Ghana, there are other places, vocational, technical schools. Abrofundia started, my father called GSTS, now a teacher training college, and Kruma. My father went there as a technically trained engineer. So they have there. And some local speech and theater. My father, they know. Sani Chakra want to be the position of America. As I'm already or now on the catch. But let me back into the you can talk about inflationary 17% and all of that. You have to look at what is on the ground. You have no free education. NDC post, you know, almost national medical stores. In no drugs and no hospitals, nana you a cook want to buy no import to go. It is a more yet figures no. The Ghanaians are not stupid. Yeah, more money who be now. You can Google this. One much national medical stores all over the country. They said the opposite market. Market is baby almost one and your friend ship bomber. I'm a big girl in Bahama. Who for the ministry journalist. Bahama criticize the government and no one would be service. I mean, I know Uncle Kennedy. You are the service. I see just Akobu premises. You know, I walk a cut down to a Sandy Pioneer and me. I didn't know what the service ya news. You can, you know, your toilet, human waste, you know, night soil. That is actually the Adikobu. If the more can, Monkano, you can't laissez-faire has nothing to do with what laissez-faire has to do with your market economy policy. A free market economic policy, that's what it has to do. And so, meaning so by Cote d'Ivoire, but don't come and fool us over here. Anyway, let us look at some of these issues again. You have Mahama telling Ghanaians, you can't criticize me, you're my family. You'll be elected to become leaders of Ghana before then. And then you come and tell me, Mukai, Samuel, I say, no Ghanaian times. And one more who, I'm a company, Mahama, only press. One more, Van and Wampi, and Stanislav Dobby, I just see some coffee, old and Chamadi, no, Athena, Ravi. Yeah, Mungo reading what was the Samuel Newman. He was only 25 years old, I think, or 23. I think 25. Probably 30, whatever it was. Yeah, Mungo can. Idea treatment, I know Mahama at the journalist will be also the communication background at the economic intelligence unit. I don't doubt their statistical. It is a warning to the government in power. They are not saying that NDC is coming to power next year. What they are saying is if the problems that are there today continue to be there, that is going to be the issue. What they are saying. And you know, YNTS, and more maybe I'm the newsman, maybe I'm the CNN, and then the editor of Economics was there, or Obama refugee. He was being interviewed by Farid Zakaria, this Pakistani guy, okay, GPS, yeah.
Farid, yeah.
Global Public Square. What I saw there, and is that one more figures, no, and research, no, based on scholars are specializing in different regions of the world. And so I used to be very upset at first when I hadn't learned much about them. They may not necessarily be accurate on the pulse of the people, exactly, because in politics, 24 hours can make a difference. Ebra, Taylor, so I, Wokofa, Dr. Chitaniba Kufa will give bribe. Within 2 weeks, that was how the government almost lost parliament and, and the presidential Ibeya state. Indeed, as a journalist, as a public relations specialist, I know these things, and so I am often not worried about it. My only worry, the kind of complacency I have seen about the NDC for you, I give that to you. Woman in the power, Ebra, Bank of Ghana Governor, Dr. Isahati, or digitization. They budgeted for 1.2 billion. Baumia, about 5 million, and what they digitization. Isahati didn't do anything. They who digitize NDC for it, and for 1.2 billion. The same amount that Muhammad was here, Circle Dubai, in Kuma Circle. Everybody they are there 4 or 5 in different regions. So they are saying, what is going to make a difference is how NPP get their message across. And this is one who is very, very smart with a truth. Only a truth first class. Now, Haruna Idris, part of the region, as we don't get here, Lieutenant and as we don't get here, we retired to American Military Academy. Some Korea 72 million. Pensioners savings. What they are here. We have to put all this those funny figures statistically is a 5.4 unemployment level. Let me tell you something. America, the lowest unemployment rate hovers around 3 point something. You are not going to tell me that when under Muhammad, more unemployed graduate associates, and maybe I don't know whether it's still there. This is what the Bible will be good. If you have unemployed graduate association in your country, and then you tell me the employment rate at 5.4 is higher than in most advanced countries. Unless you think Ghanaians are retarded people or they are idiots. You don't put this kind of poppycock out there. What they are doing, I don't think there's one Professor Hanky or John Hopkins. Maybe I know or Tata, yeah. So the latest statement, Ghana statistical services are useless. I don't know that they are useless. What I know is that most of these institutions are not funded. And no, I Prince Charles.
Yeah. Dr. Hanke used purchasing power parity.
Whatever he uses. Okay, thank you very much. And but what I wanted to point out over here and is that when you know what gold and ecotoga. Gold winning neighbor. Gold is always ever appreciated. The same as diamonds. We have to declare a freeze in a moratorium on gold exports. But I know it won't work because Galamsey can't get me also. Many meaning that something need to play. I said 30,000 an hour. Of course, what gold at the command. Because we had yet to Ghana and the superiority on ourselves. You who have Brofurani and Yasamihu video via 22nd after a year or day in Elizabeth. Many years it makes me ashamed to be an African. And Kroma no big and Kroma ba America after their president 1958. Yebusano question about racism or CBS. Although I have propaganda racism is serious of America. Oh, Kroma, what you would that thing? I wouldn't say real. You were down to because Harlem or can't to a bonty. We're homeless. I bet not racism in here. And you know, what we are seeing to me, maybe I did the research. What they are doing. And Nkrumah was no revolutionary. He made all these nice statements put in his mouth by W.E.B. Du Bois, African American leaders. I am not saying that he was totally without his own merit, but don't let us fool ourselves.
Okay.
All right. If we are able to put all these things over there, may he rest in peace wherever he is. Kwesibochi. Sorry, he's not the president. For 11 to 13 years, what's not Ghana? This guy was a lawyer. We're here from elementary economics.
Okay.
But destroy Ghana with this structural adjustment program. And so forth. And you know, these things are very important. Said here, a park maybe I know and somewhere Bajuma will, but you know, for an educator, but we shouldn't be complacent about it. Whether they are complacent or not is not going to matter, because as Brigadier General J. Ode last week we have to conduct the search for leadership.
Okay. Joe, run up, man.
That tells us more about the bankrupt leadership of the NDC. I don't blame Mahama per se. I see a look at Yanumi group and what they think Ghanaians are. They think they can go, you know, yes.
Yeah, your time is up. Yeah,
your time is up.
No, Doc, Mr. Doc, Debbie. No. I am ready.
No. Listen to me. I waited for everybody to speak. You went
yes,
on break.
because that is the time. I'm
Mr.
Yeah, but
the time also. I am also looking at the time here.
Okay, what time did you start?
I'm looking at the time.
My next round, and what 2 minutes there, man.
Yes, Muhammad Ankara, Turkey, airport, Nom de Gaulle, airport, Iran. That was about the end of Wamluzu election, the Mukaya, Ghana Wamukai. Wam de Gaulle, Iran, near refinery. Go back now to 20 years near the gold, near the 1 to me out refinery. And Nkrumah took a little time for the refinery. Nigeria for Ghana, no very refinery. What they are doing. I did a lot of things here that we could discuss. But if my time is up, then my time is up. And but them will be different from Obeka. Last week, we catch them a crime of passion.
But to us with the cathedral, yeah, just hang up a little bit if I'm cathedral
and hospitals. Maninka Winaminko,
hospitals are your
No, doc. Doc.
Almost the National Medical Store.
Doc, Siabutre.
Now, you need to do why the cathedral. Cathedral hospital.
Who is Siabutre? Siabutre, me best see Dr. Company. So when to me, I'm far 10 minutes and Kawasamoa. Yama, 1 hour. It's just everybody. We are 10 minutes. Everybody has 10 minutes.
I am a teacher. I teach according to time. But I am a trainer.
It was with time. All right. Maybe this is here. For Four Stars Radio, Atlanta, Georgia, USA, Lawrenceville, Gwinnett County, and Jawa, no more education, come on, we are all the social media outlets in Nano, Four Stars, you Chego, thanks to Andy Ajima and Black Sam, any Maxwell Wilberforce, woman, Ghana, they put all these things together for us also to have some of these conversations, and I say, in somewhere, Koso. And we just say afternoon until we share many dog for and he just have a panelists, critical thinkers, and you Jumedi at this Miankasa Medi dedicate the good man, a branch good or Tamani, a branch here, and then the Dr. Quamponti as the same year Tamani Pa, Tamiana Fossi, and now offer say me enemy. Now, American Family Insurance for all your insurance needs, car, life, home, renters insurance, business and travel. Utukwain with Juma, Ufie, a Shanya Wutu BBA, American Family Insurance, Quisipon, ya Union Quisipon, Bomodia and Freno, or better to me at a show 678-789-1361. I was at whom I for you so 678-789-1361. Quisipon, or better to be BMO at the amount my was so no. Who near will pay. I dare back me pay on the hono. I was so whom ye. What I see ye? Answer what to insurance. And Kanka life insurance. They be a me bone. I'm very advocate of life insurance. It soon be bear by nature. Job be bedding life insurance. What I see? Pomodia and a bow bussy and home pine. Say ye will hear one of my near Tibiano. So you're about and crampono. Pomodia so be life insurance. At least industrial life. Intenum. Ebeboa ebusiano so ako enimo kakra ansa we free money ne chese wichi enye arekwa ko ntino madam I say Facebook, YouTube, everywhere across the globe. Yeah, we like here na wa share send obi bia ka no sa na yeso ye ka do ye de to aso ewa ha ntino ye ko cathedral na answer be ko cathedral wo de yentie openi asamo a okafa cathedral no.
Ghana has had to seek IMF support almost every 3 years. It's largely due to the flaws in the way our economy has been managed based on the neoliberal free market ideology. We would like to reiterate our well-known position that the IMF program can never take us out of this crisis. Our history of engagements with the IMF provides ample evidence that IMF-sponsored programs and policies cannot change our economic circumstances. Another IMF program will only impose more economic burden on us. We have to change the situation ourselves as Ghanaians. We believe strongly that government can lead us out of this crisis. And the government can do so by cutting expenditure on non-essentials, including the need to stop spending our hard-earned revenue on a national cathedral. Let me say this again. that government can lead us out of this crisis by cutting all non-essential expenditures, including the need to stop spending our hard-earned revenue on the National Cathedral. I'm sure the president will have something to say about this. The president has always said he wants to create another Notre Dame in Ghana so he can attract a lot of visitors. But we disagree. In fact, comrades, it will be better to convert the project into a national hospital. Mr. President, you can also reduce the size of your government. Ghana has too many ministers and deputy ministers. Chobin, revenue mobilization. We acknowledge the efforts government is making. But those efforts must be intensified to mobilize more revenue.
Yes, Mwati and Samoa, now the cathedral can be converted to an hospital into way and maybe bisa ibusia for mifiti Dr. Nanaya or say a whole say. Abandon the government is too much. Yeah, the government has to have to reduce the size of the government. The way I want more can in know, Sisia one side into a Danny, it's a dice in a Dania, but cathedral, young convert the cathedral to a hospital, national hospital. What do you think, Dr. Nanaya will say? Doc, Manico. Obia Sisia no Bia 5 minutes. Minutes, let's say. Yeah,
yo, that came me trying to tell Namadi Amao, but me pesa sama me became me declare me faith because me believe in Matthew 16:18. Honor or consider Jesus consider Peter say upon this rock I'll build my church and the gate of hell shall not prevail against it. And I'll call Joshua Hoba Bisua. Or can I be said, which God do you want to serve? Is that the God your ancestors said beyond the Euphrates? But as for me and my household, we shall serve a living God. Me obi a me Bible di me bompa me dakura na se banking kan samsa. Yeah, I mentioned that is part of me. Inti but no asem no kure. Yeah, 27. Me papa atma okasa no eya jini because Ghana is a secular state. A secular state, I don't see the need for the president to meddle in the religion. Article 21 of 1992 Republican Constitution, clause 1C, say freedom to practice every faith. In the president there, all the obey or the baboa or man is a Catholic for your movie. There be I am make a same way. Ghana, we in Yuma Catholic, ne press before, any SD for, any Muslim sex were Ahmadiyya for, any Methodist for free. Why? Yesuku in Nasa. Church are contribute to for the Banan and China and 1980 some as of bidon by the Holy Ghost power, Eman Krofuja, charismatic churches no by and nama development na stagi kakra. But me believe the church are contribute to development of the nation. But I can't religion sema a very, very dicey, very delicate issue into oil man panina one training religious issue at any tribal sentiment in Africa. Somewhere to do to religion go somewhere with a tribal line, but Ghana, Bako Semkrano, not necessarily or indigenous of Ghana, and Muslim because of migration. A lot of people migrated from Mali and they migrated to Burkina Faso and they came to settle Ghana and took our powers with you. A lot of them are very, they are Catholics. But same way, 1994, President of Rwanda, DFN, Jubina Habarimana, yes, assassinated, Now, Rwanda genocide, but now belong to the majority tribe. And they say, started so annihilate the minority tribe, the Tutsis, into they say Pokagami, belong to the minority tribe, no other transfer. Like one person or hand over. TABB, Mommy and Penny. Tell of everyone, also a Catholic, what in the Sika could see, Our Lady of Peace Basilica, the biggest basilica in Yamoussoukro. Nanabuache, when you go to Cote d'Ivoire, the name they call of everyone, young friend Nanabuache, and Konam Bedi, the Kwabanabedu, they are, I think, their accounts, and more dominated the politics of our neighboring country there. Emra no see hospital na wako Basilica na a very I say what do you call it deserted just a grofo wa bijan merchant ya Mosokro and Basilica no na and then Cote d'Ivoire they don't have good roads, they don't have hospital. Nti media kura no to play devil's advocate say Nana Akufo-Addo so basic cathedral, national cathedral. Do we have say Okobubu a Danya Judge Sitimugu na Osi Juana? Mematuna South Africa da. Oko South Africa. Omo president no at Pretoria Administrative Center. And omo legislation no, omo parliament no work Cape Town. And almost what do you call it? Supreme Court no Bufonte. Enti ade na Ghana ye be as I said the cathedral na so obesi kwambi as obesi cathedral na kra. Enti we fi akra eni asase wo Koforodia, eni asase wo Takrade, eni asase wo Tamale, eni asase wo Wa, eni asase wo Sunyani, eni asase wo Ho. Ana chinchina Ghana be everything we centered it on Accra. Accra population so AI chokwa or the coma earthquake na say earth tremor TCCC when this Ghana e kuro na nyame ani ye ho afofie na se bibi si on kana ye japade nyina say because ye di nyina be gun cry because of urban bias. It will come cathedral na sem na ye kana many papa no ya government has no business meddling with religion. Obi okọ Catholic asore onim na sore dan okobo mpa obi okọ nkramo or na sore dan okobo mpa ye say PBB aye renovation promote tourism. You should go and renovate Cape Coast Castle, which is UNESCO heritage site. Elbina Castle or Kakum National Park, and revive Moli National Park. But anything that has to do with religion, a young conqueror, maybe Mr. McCain Samsa. The whole problem will be so kind sometimes and the whole problem. We have to look at that critically, and then a state has no business. That's my conclusion. A state has no business meddling with religion. Allow Jesus says in the Bible somewhere he said, "Let the dead bury their dead." Oh yeah, nyamso me fi say or more pakuma munye so kusi asori dan. Na wakobubu baby a just nke de kota kura de nke ye de ko ye fikura nke de kota kura de ye de kumasi ye de kusunyani ye de kota mala ye kakra me wakana no.
So may I say Dr. Nanaja or say no cathedral shouldn't be positioned only in the greater Accra because it's already choked. Population in Accra is choked. A choku and penny baby crada into no or no nana diano. It shouldn't be an hospital. It shouldn't convert it to a hospital, but it should have been in a different say Ghana your regions. So yeah, Western region as I view it's not state. Echa Esafaka Yintio Cathedral must be converted to a hospital, national hospital. What do you think? Echa Esafaka Yintio.
Well, Assembly American what do you think?
Metunka, you'll be at Tunka, yeah.
Assembly American a magazine. What here to be what do is different? And as some American will be our right to wait like the I applaud it. It's democracy. Man, no, what's your saying?
Nanaya will say, Dr. Nanaya will say.
There is no capacity here, no. The Obama speech now will play. I was saying for cathedral yesterday, hospital or design man design.
Would you trust us a maybe?
Okay, would they have one thing? Sure. And you know, the big can Qatar, the Qatar, you will answer and you won't be there. Papa Lucas are working in the eye in India, while finding out about Kubrankan. You need nothing more on political affairs. Sure, let me give you about 2 references. Sure, be very cautious. The moment you give that person your power, be very careful. Let me give you 2 instances. But the first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, some of the time, or can say, or unification of all African countries. Did we know the amount of money that the man spent by going through that issue? Let me give you another president, Muhammad Gaddafi. Back in the former president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, ideas that he wanted to unify the whole Africans to be like the United States of Africa, like America. Do you know the money that man spent doing that? Benefit when you're free. Come on, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and yes, I didn't see coming out here, will be able to say, she can't have a part of the 2 or go into that move. Fine. This is so control on Montenegro. Share, of course, who take responsibilities, and you are going to be welcome any decision on Montenegro. Come on, building Rome. Let me give you another instance. Rome. People criticize. Fine. Look at the benefits, economic benefits are people who come visit Rome to see how it is paying back to Italy. You see, it's not a woman share any Syrian and Yadiko. Papa has some Nano or Cassette with your book that Nancy. Syrian family, share Dr. Papa Manfino was so sick cathedral. Or Manfino, you may see a colonel, so wouldn't be answer. You so wouldn't be political answer. I was always a giver who saw that you are or see a bold. Papa, no, never make us no, but me come up there. So, Papa say, was see cathedral. Cathedral, yes, actually be idea. The doctor, Mama said, who got into religion. Cathedral is not for any specific church. Well, see, we see cathedral. Cathedral, we mention it, you actually be idea. And why are we going into all this kind of argument? We'll see cathedral. Cathedral, no, we see. Now they are back to the president doing the rest way. I don't think that. Can woman to and 3 years put a it doesn't make sense in the sense that let us see the economic viabilities of that cathedral. Muslims make me a cover what is in the cathedral. Me, if you are question, okay, what is inside the cathedral? And it's going to fetch Ghana money back. And he said, so many was the and the moment you know, this is here in China, what this cathedral, no, two of any minority senseless in future. Because young person, now the economic viabilities are you're beginning after the cathedral is built. As he said, you're not going into the political consequence, I mean, political gain. Politics, a time is coming. A time is coming, we will not need politicians for nothing. Market. Because maybe parliament, because nobody will go and vote for them. The parliament will become useless.
Okay.
Because of a computer world I own. It's a mission to say, Papa won't call. Though, apart from Papa, no better time. Minimally, one call. No one could trust it. No one stressed that. Papa, never warn you. Again, if I saw that, It's a moment young class as a man. Not give you any part of the tour. So young share the economic viabilities of that. I don't know about no a Christian or Korean. When two Muslims, a diamond Muslim. You could see a power walker. You Muslim, a diamond Muslim, never work out. You see, don't let us be blind politicians. Let us be wise politicians, like a traditional legacy.
Mate. Why, Mr. Moa? I am Moshamere. Just a casa. Made us say a jet for Kabuti assess an age is answer a man.
Ubo PK man, you man, can go back more.
Dog. If he said that, I will say your boy Adedemu, Thomas Frimpong, Pat Thomas, CK man, Yiti Mensa, or Coons, no near the end. Dog, Missy Minim be right, Missy Minim Kaka, but yet was
as a professional, my young Casacra.
Yo, all works don't play. Okay, Joe, we'll be back at the opposite. I mean, yeah, we need to be as a sir. Now, be a back on WhatsApp. Me call fire hall, cathedral to hospital, national hospital. What do you have to say? Obia here, I am moving 5 minutes to the Miss Ruby. Dear Fidi Agrosa, Yaka Bainano, and nay, me fancy weekend, Ubia will be here, ye na your new monkey to be here, and never intended to say a share and Menesano, not a content Maya, not a boy. And to me call fire hall, cathedral, young turning to the national hospital. What do you think, Wafa, Yanko?
Yo, thank you very much, Daddy King. One who said that with this cathedral issue, you know, yeah,
you go
actually, me, what the man is saying, you know, okay, or no, the idea, no. But in the first place, question I'm better with this and say, what sort of hospital shall we build there? Because that the case, no cathedral, you see a crow, I'm not the upon all the millions of dollars now you are turning into that in the cathedral you see what you see it is you see about the feelings amnano I see hospital see so they sika e be fa dia feeling amnano kura na e just small thing already you don't forget the government no promising 88 hospital fiasco when see 111 agenda 111 back kura won see here and I also compare this one what type of hospital will it be what they say oh this is waste of money, resources for the nation. That is okay. Hospital, what we say, debt restructuring, economic intelligence unit for Canvas. Yeah, ye or mine see the Akosha Cathedral no more. I promise a cathedral and Kakuado say, obesity and they are compensating their mind because he won made him win election to become president. And Tikane is not coming from the state. But after now, what do we see? All the money is coming from the state to build the cathedral. That is where people are having problem with. Said Dr. Nanaya Erkano. That's the case. Cathedral. Is it only Accra that you have to build cathedral? Okay, even if it's in Accra. I don't know Ashama Bush area home compare something. Yeah, but the Ashama Mexico new site or baby. That's what cathedral. Nobody will say anything. But that is done mighty building that decay. And now basically 3 bedrooms who are running and yes, more baby, self-contained 3 bedrooms. Let's see how was spending and easy. Your boo have judges mighty buildings, you know. SCADC cathedral and that decay as I speak. Judge they are using $5,000 to rent for those judges until they build new one for them. That decay. Multiply 5,000 by the number of judges in Yabubu plus other complexes are Omabubu and Mambo Eje Hutika. Nigeria is waste of money, state of the state resources. What you say? How can you use $5,000 to rent for one judge? Multiply by the judges are Yabubu or Modaino. Nigeria they can no minor say no. Kenoporata and one with your oil. What you are saying? You are paying all those things because the judges cannot live in that hotel for free. And the money is coming from the state. And it's $710 million your Masakoji. Tikani and judges for apartment no with them. And at the end of the day, 700 young baby, 3 billion young muchachi free IMF. A bibasa could judges in Danka. And why will you be paying for hotels for judges again? It means we are such a you don't know whether I don't know what is wrong with this government. Dedicate share for me call Eastern region and me call Ghana Yana, me call Obise and call and I call Daki Mills. What just I say, you throw an account this thing. I know some people have been there. Me call order. This is my first time at Mampong. Complete assassin kakrakani ediaman we see if you go there you like it dedicate. And then I could Nachi maybe Tohojina, Nachina assassin if you need it, they'll give it to you. You are from Eastern region assassin and Toma. What you say? Why do you have to collapse all this mighty not school of physician honor or Yabubu Tada and so dedicate school of physician the same complex. Now so mighty buildings in Yabubu Nina. Meanwhile, we are a country that we have infrastructure deficit. SSA yes more infrastructure that the Kenyans and America even economic intelligence unit almost said with poor your inability to build more infrastructure as compared to the previous time will let your government lose election. EU report no ko kan obe hu de mi kan nyina. Na wo kakra na wo hon wan si bianka ho wo sa buguno. Oh, Charlie. In fact, if you look at this government, I don't know. You know, sometimes some of the decisions, I don't know where it comes from. Because in Yamani Bebre, collapsing banks like this, to collapsing them, collapsing the bank and then create unemployment. I don't know the sort of people that advise the government. Meanwhile, they say Council of Elders, advise the president. In the Council of Elders, say, Akufo-Addo Mbubu judges, assassin da ashama trio asama meka dadike assassin kakraka da ashama trio me asama baby a friend of Mexico and ashama Russia or something assassin da why would you go and take that line? It's also in Accra and it makes sense. Build your cathedral there and let the people you want to go and watch it go there. Dedicate. There are some of the churches he said Danka EIU Mills anyway Danka Williams almost the churches quick takes more than the capacity now. Yes, in National Cathedral, the Befano. Why would you ask them if you need people? Then use their cathedral. Oh, they obviously would their crack up here and who do a BBN. Nobody would say anything about that. But I do not matter. Baby, Uncle 40 Dada, your breast, I see judges, mighty with a school of physicians. Add other complexes that are included. Yabubu ni nyina di ke mbe se me catch about $900 and something million dollars and ye dia bubu niema na ye hia sa amount no esa dia kope asasi wo baby I see judges ni dan da be ni e be si sa dan no even your own this is a school feeding you are not able to feed them pensioners and they na nanom ye papa no mo omusika kakra ye no ye di ensa ko bom what you say intermediate cathedral, I don't know who advised him, but I say, we see they are pleasing Yakupo. You shouldn't channel state resources into it. Use your own money. You can solicit funds to build it. Fine. We see Cote d'Ivoire will be Ghana. We have needs and wants. That's okay. Let me end with that. Needs and wants. Your needs are what you need immediately. Your wants are what you may need in the future. Ghana, baby, school feeding, kwala nya aduane ni, aduane owo mudi, nka ko say amuni nkatin kwanyo. Minim amuni debenyo yenim. You can't describe the food. You don't know what they are eating. And even they said that there is no money to even provide that
amuni galamse. Amuni NDC for galamse.
Doc Manifie. Doc Manifie.
Mami for dedicate. Doctor Kaimi has said mami for Galamse issue no matter ending like that. And here your money galamse kwine. Say na ni na ye court is abem kwine no. Dedicate one galamse. Let me end it with this. If you look at the whole situation at dedicate, everything has been done haphazardly. Everything is in disarray. All things are falling apart under this government. And we don't know why it should be like that. Somebody who promised heaven is not delivering hell. What you say? You see a corner money with the other decade. You money be board as being at into your fearful. What you say? And so with this girl, I'm saying that was said that decade. Your friend said Gabriel Tridaku, who is the kingpin or the head of Galamsey in Plaza House, or the Dr. Frimpong, Echo, or soon or court, but also what is happening. Also, soon because I some more kind of correct. But some of the person make anything. Anytime you are dealing with a thief, when you come for
listen, upon
and me and when you're from court, I know catch yourself for quarter. And so who said in me and the brothers in any mammy in the judges were court. And you know,
okay, Joe.
My ending order. Matter.
What fire? Joe. And TCC, I know Dr. Quampano didn't be chat or crack. Ayana, Moshe, Emreno, and Fema, and HSA. You'll be in the other, you send a medical guy. A year, Omano, and a day I come upon a Suntine, Babacasa, ya, Wokasa, now Uzuso. There be a meka. So when to me a community, minimum and come was some more. Your mouth, me fan say, don't feel it back, okra, unto me, Ubekasa, Ubeka. Into doc, ye mammy, why? Cathedral and then hospital.
Any, they are not Kufuor Titan. Was it? The opposition knows the price of everything and the value of land. Cathedral, yes, started crazy here. A bicycle creme, and the NDC for start to oppose the whole project. For that reason, Mahama, Ghana, and the only Turkish government, which is illegal, foreign government, NDC, Accra, Central Mosque, National Mosque, FFA, one person are boarding them, and no one only go there to answer. And I'm quoting this guy. May he rest in peace. That Muslim newspaper, he was an Alhaji Ubi, Alhaji Wakabe. No, Alhaji and Alhaji program.
Alhaji
Bature, may he rest in peace. One will make I've won a press, a dining every Turkey and a buy. And at the other person, the Turkey is
a Turkey government sponsor, Ayag Mahama. Point of correction. Turkey government sponsored the national mob.
That is illegal. Foreign government cannot fund a religion in Ghana.
Okay.
Some religious organization. Mahama had, and as a Kufuor also does, almost religious department at the presidency. We are not stupid. One we have, but I am a person who can say, why Nanaya, and Kuma Mazulia, my family, no one can. William Omayekoi and Kuma Mazurium Ebaka, Japanese Prime Minister, Ukraine Oba Ghana, and also a person who did read. Echo say homage to Kwame Nkrumah, and I'm going to two helicopters, and they know what they call in Crawford. And no Japan for and the theater, and for Italians and the design a year obey. The capital location is very important. Maybe I'm Wakola real estate dealer, and I know. Everything comes down to location, a part of it. You can bicker about Nobia Bubudai, Nobi Mudai. A yes, me a man one here. Mumu by a more cathedral and collaborate the animal of you. Condoms me, I didn't put my me, was me, the relative. And this MPD ever Bronx Africa or Shipo Billy Cooper, command a 16-year-old girlfriend. This is what you guys were doing. Mohammed got to play would be 5 million. And army to Okra evidence not. You spend this apply to Britain or buy with me again. What would you have a young prosecutor when you have prosecuted here? Army to craft facts. Army to send them open. When are we ready? Me not the campaign, army to hear that job. What is it? Me not the campaign money job. Or buy idea no way. One thing I do, what they are here, and then what we have to be very careful about this. The only problem I have with the National Cathedral is that a Kufuor buys according to Forbes magazine, a Kufuor is worth about 250 to 300 million. Meaning the entry on 1 for the second because and in 3 hours, even enough the on what sign what but it's a mobile tell no me idea most sign contract. I haven't asked him all this session because I didn't grow up there near but all of them, Haruna Idris Kura no Yakola it's worth between 50 to 100 million. Mahama is over 1 billion. So it's Adiku Fonumian. What is that Emuska? My Canadian Japan, sorry, and why say, well, back at you, or no, what a bino, and more back power, no, contract. This is the guy who's going to stop corruption in Ghana. We are in trouble here. The whole has nothing to do with the cathedral. What is the problem is was it a private project. All of a sudden it became an eminent domain, a government issue. Now maybe I begin say the whole anchor of money be me more because I don't have the evidence, but very likely they were moving a country as oh. I don't know we see a benefit or mine on a soliciting funds. Why don't you take a union? Because one more now only millionaires. And I the trust is the Tiamika on near Matia Macho over 10 years. Some people have even before a rolling time. So I said, no, one more penny. I could use the idea. The calling of Ghana, do sorry at the 98 years, serially. No, because Kofi, I need the wood crown out to articles. I hear I have been doing this thing. Yeah, no, a year. Who call Adakuru MZ South is a petty month movie. Mabusia for them. That's he's campaigning based on NDC4 projects. And then this is for him. NDC for one year much of anything. Mukaza infrastructure, not just almost a coin, and maybe a that is not infrastructure. Education, a good one, is more important infrastructure development than anything else. Basic hospitals. In the national medical stores in Africa. I mean, we shouldn't be joking with some of these things. And I'm sure gold in here. As I'm seeing no more to Marco Johnny, I didn't. Yes, I'm just gold, or and every time it's appreciated. Something they stole from Ghana, I could not be the Kaiser, Upopu, I remember a cultural center no Kotoban. I could never be an orphan and a kekeri, and the system may be 110 years old. And look, I had it, rough a golden taxi, what got over 100,000 a year.
Okay,
sure. Or did you see? So we behave as if we don't know the value of anything because I assume I see mobile as you can one mobile. Don't criticize me. Oh, what the president? Now, yeah, go to a president to look for him.
Okay,
sure. So, then I'm in my announcement. The young guy or a provost of the roof, third or fourth in command to the president, the friend of John Osai Kwapon, the Kwapon family, a Kwapon, watch your book. A friend notes from the public square about President Kufuor. Subtitle, what Daniel said and how he felt during Kufuor's presidency. These are some of the things that's on me. A book I might just review. The BIA no matter Krameno, a Casa, is the Aquano, and the Nibushi, and the area of Free Ghana. I encourage you, Center for Democratic Development, for the sponsor, and he's doing the second book also. These are the he encourages scholarship and documenting assignment. Omar, my panelists in that but we have to focus more on serious the hospital says you're crying equipped. We were happy that the relative came up, security minister, Nakuntako, Ghana, about 2 years ago, almost, and the year Kofa, the Munibai, and the move oxygen, 37 hospitals. Yeah, the national cathedral can one of the oxygen tanks not a Luna be good. That's it. We are Momuko, South Africa, any Europe, any America, any Africa. There are lots of things we could talk about.
Okay.
Cathedral, not the point. Yeah. With them, I can't remember came and back what Arabali. We are about you to
next week.
Anyway, that's the next. Yeah,
now. Bye-bye. Doctor Okwamba, because Minia.
Mr. Wapon, Mami acknowledge youth to Ghana, and I'm so proud of them.
So, 1 minute.
School be war, Ashanti region, and my school, you see, a fear could be. Hey, me who's uncle are playing be a woman yellow. Ghana media, I don't know what's the Mukona Prize in Colano, Mukona Munko share. Sankola when the Mufa program ran yam polish home. I am so proud of them. And maybe we are was sick boom. Oh, and we are Ghana Yapa. And my father, school, no. A teacher for you, we are the funny same woman to one woman, and Medase.
Sure. Mr. Medase, a jet as a faka, Yasafan, and Abusia for ni Tiafua Mofre, Dr. Nanaya will say, Wafayao, any HSFaka, also Dr. Okwamba Mido BBRC, and other for Mansantin Tankasi, Yena was Sonobiaso, was Ubiano, and Nano, and Mena Kotiam Yi Papa Panteno. To me and cocaine minyanka me cocaine nya modie aba ehon so nina ne tie ne say EIU reporter ebaye yena say sapu report eba yana ruling government in engine papa engine kopim say ye betwe ne to ase akonya so we inteno we take everything serious and no eba be kan wasem na ye di cathedral ni yentene to obiane na agede obia hwini fotanenim say yentene cathedral into a national hospital inteno babedwafo etikase omo ye na ya pense mo na jije ye di aba ewie nti wo so wote ya nya obetumi e di asoso no say wo Facebook wa wo your page wa wo behu na che say wo so wo di wadwenkyere wo di aba na je say ye koyi ni mu anisa. And then now what you saw no your baby shame you won't send me break. The First Stars Radio is keep going. A idea ekoso I bring you now you were a nipan bebre a muje in Jumedi no womoka mubotiro so editure amansani and yama ekoso wiasa fana insisi afako ye wono wiase enye bresa enye betesa so bebia nyama ekoso no edin Ufi se wodi enye uku tie obidia otumu se wodi sena eyepa ntino kakrakra 2024 break the 8 or EIU report. What do you think? Nya ewo utrimu biano uso fa bra then cathedral and yentwa so yensi yebesa beka wasembiem anase yentwitwa so enti mabedwafo medical adam ase ahwefo ne tiefo afrefo ya de munyina so ase afeminko Ghana Andy Achimine, Black Sam, and the Max well before so more Mukika Newman see any Edima here, America Grum here, Ibinimi Juma 12, 14, 15 hours. If you cry your Juma, you know, and to say in ya and your name, one boy in free Ghana into me and Masusa. Until no that K, Emrasu, or say, me free Ameko Macramo. Now Munkoso, now Mumbo Stars Radio, Amaniano, Muntre, Mushiamo, Money and Co. If you're suffering, and you know that K, Eminaso, I gotta go for somebody else to show up. My panelists, thank you so much, Yami. In Shram, and Bomo Hobai. Then what you say in the same baby Shimoa, let's just say, young Conquer, your Koyanim. Ghana, a year or mine, be a day in our corpus. So, Utukai, Uko could do Ghana to Grandpa, no alcohol Ghana, no who ye. Would do Ghana to say, Wakuma, who be Picra Naira. Wafaya Okoban and saying, yeah, could the organic food and I was saying about better ewa. And you know, yam predicted and your mapa, and my crew, and money, Rimu, nature say, Yena no Chinano, Yakoya home, Jimwa, you want to. Into that K, a honey, and you will say, Macramo, you be share.
Sampayetia. Obayan Sapuso Bunivia one kana sam. They mafu to some kakrewa supreme. Yo, Kofi, oh my, a woman, oh many, a mamma. Geni baby, I call, watch out, I warren. One song, one nipa, as I did.